In October of this past year, I went online and ordered a brand new MAVIC Air 2 drone, DJI. I purchased it from a company there in the US that specializes in selling those drones. They shipped it to me. I unpacked it there in Texas, flew it maybe 2 times in Texas, I believe, and then it was time to get it packed back away because we were flying here to the Philippines. And that's where I really wanted to use it, was here in the Philippines. First, I had hoped that travel would open back up some, even domestically within the country, and it would have been great to use it here for that, versus my current drone, my DJI Phantom 4. And it's a little bit cumbersome to haul around. Really great drone though, absolutely great drone. Had it several years now. So I got here to the Philippines with my new MAVIC Air 2 and took it out here to the beach, flew it a couple times. It seemed a little erratic, and I'm pretty experienced in flying a drone. And I said, well, I tried different settings on it and stuff, and it still seemed like it wasn't flying just right. I had decided to do a little road trip down the island here to a very beautiful area of the island in Antique province. And on our way there is a big river there at some small mountains that drops off, and there's about like a 75-foot cliff that goes down, and down to a riverbed there, and huge boulders and stuff, and it was just beautiful. It was right on like a hairpin curve in the road. I said, this is a great place to shoot some drone footage. We pulled over on the side of the road. I got the drone out, and when it took off, when it hovered up, it just started that drifting away again, and it just kept drifting away, and I could not control it. And I could make it move on forward or back, but I could never get it to act just right. Well, then all kinds of alarms started going off. It was like it had lost its little mind. It couldn't decipher its altitude with sea level. It couldn't, I guess because that cliff just dropping out from the bottom of it, it kind of threw it off or something. Something was not calibrated properly. Well, I decided there's something serious wrong with it, and I brought it back here to the house. After a couple of days, I tried to fly it, and it's giving those same errors again on the screen, and it don't want to take off. So then the next thing is getting it repaired. It's under warranty, but I bought it in the US from a US company, and upon contacting DJI, they either wanted it warranted there in the US, or I could send it to Hong Kong and they would warranty it there. The problem is I'm in the Philippines, and when I told them that I'm in the Philippines, DJI told me that I'm going to run into a problem. That even though I didn't buy it in the Philippines, and that I only brought it here just like a tourist or anything else, once I send it to Hong Kong and they try to send it back to me, the Philippine government is going to hit me with customs duties on it. That I just couldn't believe it. So I did more research on that. I talked to some other people, and it was true. It was very true. They were going to hit me with customs for a drone that I already own, that I brought in through the airport. It was declared, it was known it was there and all. I couldn't believe it. I waited, and I talked to someone there again at DJI, and I got the exact same answer from another person. They said, we done experienced this many times. They're going to hit you with a high value on it and a customs duty tax for it coming in, and maybe some other fees. So once I found that out, I decided to start searching internally within the Philippines of a place that could repair my drone. Then I went to the internet, and I started searching for drone repair. And the number one thing that kept pulling up was Lazarus Drone. And they have another name. It's called Lazarus Information Technology Solutions. And they are up in Quezon City. So they had a Facebook page. I went to the Facebook page. I contacted them. They responded pretty fast. We started a conversation about sending it, what they wanted. I have to appreciate them because They were very, very professional. I decided I'd go ahead and ship it to them. They wanted it packed very well, and I appreciate that. So I went to LBC. The people at LBC took my original box that the drone come in, put it in another box, added some bubble wrap and some cardboard in around it, packed it, taped it very good, signed signatures on all the seals. I sent the drone only and the controller. No cables, no accessories, no chargers, no batteries, no props. Bare bone drone and bare bone controller. So I sent it off to them. They sent me an estimate, and that's the payment that I sent them. I sent them not just the checkout fee. I sent them the total estimate amount. They sent me detailed pictures of the drone, of the components where they felt it was bad. They sent me like a little contract that broke down everything that it needed, including their fees and the return shipping, to send it back to me. And they wanted you to sign that. And luckily, I had a Note 9. It's got an S Pen. I was able to sign the document right back on my phone and send it back to them. So I sent them the money. They told me that it was received and thank you, very polite. They had been professional the whole way. I gotta tell you, they had been very professional the whole way. And 2 days later, it's just had to have been 2 days later, they send me a message, sir, here's your tracking number. And so I assume that means it's repaired, and already shipped. And I was a little shocked out of that. So, well, it'll be here 3-4 days because I know how quick LBC is. And sure enough, it arrived here. There's their information right there. You can probably freeze the screen. So here it is, bubble wrapped inside. It's also marked to show that it's not been unwrapped anywhere. Okay, here it is. Okay, they added some bubble wrap in here. That's good. And here it is. Here it is. The little cradle popped off the gimbal on there. Yep. So far, everything looks pretty good. So I was noticing that it had stickers on it, like right there, like right there. I can fold this back. You can see right here, and I'll fold this one back, and you can see right here. Notice it had all these stickers on it. See, like it did when it was brand new out of the box. And that is because they changed this whole entire arm, then not just this motor only. They changed this whole piece brand new, and this whole piece brand new. And I noticed that it was these motors here. But yeah, you can tell that this is exactly as it was when it was new with those original stickers on there. So that is pretty cool. It all looks great. I'm trying to see if there's any like damage around on it or anything like that, pry marks or anything, just to give them a good review of the kind of craftsmen they are, the kind of work they did, technicians. Further inspection of my accessories in the box, I got out my controller. It is all there intact, just as I expect it to be. And there was another package in here, and let me show you what this is. And what it is my old motors right there. Yep, it sure is. So that is pretty neat right there, that they send you back your old part too, and there they are. And apparently this is something that they had to go in and do solder type work to change. Everything looks great so far, so there's only one test left, and that's going to be charge my batteries, get them in it, and take it out for a flight. So that's what will be coming up next.